One of the sounds you may have heard a really good use of in the demos is a ride cymbal. A ride cymbal is really effective for filling up space and for driving some of the rhythm as well. So I'm just going to load up some of the rides that I have here loaded into my computer. That's going to take a second. What we're going to do is we're going to find a way to make them sit with what we already have. Now I have them on one shot, which means I can control the length. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the release a little bit, so get a bit more tail. And then I'm going to put them in monophonic. So this is not stereo mono, this is monophonic polyphonic. This basically means that as soon as I play the next one, regardless of how long the release is, it cuts it out. So you can only play one note at a time. Kind of like monophonic ringtone, polyphonic ringtone. I don't know if you guys remember those, but you could only play one note at a time on a monophonic ringtone. So I'm just going to write in a pattern here. I'll show you now. I know that sounds kind of terrible, but just bear with me. We're just going to highlight them all. Q for quantize. I'm going to make them all the same length. So if you hover over the back end with a lengthening tool, then hold Alt and Shift at the same time, drag them out. They'll all snap to exactly the same size. And if you just hold Alt and Shift and then just touch the velocity bar, then they'll all become the same velocity too. So let's just have a listen to them now. Okay, kind of getting there. We still need to add a little bit more rhythm. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go straight to compressor. And we're going to set up a sidechain again. Let me just grab the drum loop. So we'll turn that filter on. It's on a low pass. So we'll just make sure this sidechain is only reacting to anything under 87 Hertz, which is essentially the kick from that loop. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere, a little bit of a pump. Now it sounds really good, but it kind of sticks in the same place. It's not the most interesting sound. So one of my favorite things in Logic is the pedal board. If you've seen some of my videos before, you would have seen me use this. We're gonna try a flanger or a phaser. Let's try that. We'll start with this. So we can kind of hear the movement already. I mean, you can get super creative with this if you want. Without. Yeah, just to give you another option, let's try the phase tripper. And we can just add this mixer. So that's totally dry and wet. And I like adding a bit of this for movement, and this actually works in hip hop too. It's a great technique that can be used across a lot of different genres. And then last but not least, just a little bit of EQ, always EQing. So before, there you have it. Okay guys, see you in the next video.
Remember, at Sample Tools by Cr2, we also offer a mix and mastering service. Just head over to www.sampletoolsbycr2.com, click on the mastering tab, and you'll find our range of services there.